Hello my searchers, it's time to make a deal with the devil with ETC spell Demon Hunter. The idea behind the deck is to use ETC in order to get around the deck building restrictions of Soul Eater's Sight, so we can run 2 additional minions in order to have 2 different ways to finish off the game depending on what we choose off of our ETC. I ended up settling on Silver Moon Arcanus for bigger AoEs and bigger heals, Theotar to steal a key card out of my opponent's hand, or Sire Denathrius if you get the ETC off early enough in the game where you can just snowball this card really quickly. However, Astalor is also a card that you might want to consider here. This would be a card that you could use at any point and doesn't rely you getting ETC down early on in the game as Sire does, but I ended up liking Sire because it could be a bigger payoff in most cases. For the Mulligan guide of the deck, you are going to be looking for early game removal tools. These are going to be cards like Relic of Extinction, Veil Barrage, Mark of Scorn. Relic Vault is also incredibly good to keep in your opening hand, as this will allow you to get double the use on whatever early game relic you do put down, which also makes cards like Relic of Phantasms incredibly good to keep in your opening hand too. Draw power cards are also really good, as it'll allow you to draw into your bound souls quickly. With that all being said, let's look at some game. Okay, time for a game against Priest. I'm probably going to be Shadow Priest. One of those decks that I do kind of want to recover before it rotates out, but there's not really that big of a variety that you can do with it. ETC does offer the possibility of running a few holy spells or a few other spells, which could in theory be really cool. Oh, this opening hand is not that good. Ah, goody, it is Shadow Priest. Who would have expected, right? Just going to shuffle our bound souls into the deck. Okay, they're just going to pass the turn back to us. Oh, there's a bound soul. We could either hero power or we could use the bound soul. If we use the bound soul, we can actually get into ETC pretty quickly, which means this is a game that we'll probably want to use Sire on. Could be completely wrong with that, but that seems like a good choice. Yeah, let's actually do that. We're just going to mind spike us a little bit, and we're going to give them a taste of our mind in a second. Okay, so how do we want to do this? I think just putting down a Relic Vault is probably the better solution. We don't really, well, we do have the Relic of Dimensions, which is not technically the relic that I would want this early on in a game, but in theory it could be draw 4 with a little bit of a mana discount. And most of our deck is actually pretty cheap, so we could get a lot of 0-cost spells out of it. Ah, they're going to put down their location. There's Bound Soul number 2. Now, do we want to coin out ETC? That is the true question. We don't really have any other choices here. I mean, we could do literally nothing. It just depends on how we're feeling, I guess. Yeah, let's just coin it out. This is definitely going to be a game where I want Sire. There's arguments to be made for Silver Moon, but Sire's funnier in this case. And it is way early into the game where Sire won't backfire as long as we actually survive till turn 10. And he should get big pretty quickly, mainly due to the fact that we do have the War Band in our hand. And there's actually a lot of bans in Demon Hunter now, isn't there? The band must play on. Get rid of that. Next turn we should use Bound Soul to maybe get Xy'mox, I think. Okay, Shadow Spirit. I do kind of wish... Oh, okay, we did catch it. Going for Xy'mox. Let's see if they don't kill the 4-2. We actually probably should have just hit their face with everything, but... Ah, there's actually a wacky combo that you probably could do with a few additional copies. The issue is finding mana cheat in that class. Try to... Oh, a Thaddeus Shadow Priest deck. That might be funny. I don't think it's good, but it could be funny. Oh, flanking maneuver. We're going to flank them a little bit, I guess. Okay, let's use Relic Vault. See what we can draw. Oh, we don't have the mana for that. Oh, we do have the mana for that, though. That's good. And deal with the devil. A little bit too early there. Hoping this will work how I want it to work. Actually, no, it wouldn't work like... There was a game where I forgot the interaction between that and Death Rattles or Reborns. I think it actually did cost me that game, which is a little bit depressing, but, you know. Okay, so they are running ETC. I'm assuming it's for ways to actually access some holy spells out of anything. Could be wrong, but that seems like what you would want to do if you're running ETC in Shadow Priest. I'm trying to think of what holy spells you really need. Oh, it could allow you to access some holy spells, so you could use light mob, which is kind of a weird choice, but I mean, you could. There's grave digging. They're just going to dig their own grave here. Ooh, a haunting nightmare. We're going to haunt them a little bit in the future. Let's thread the needle. Let's just go face. Heal up a bunch with all of these. Okay, now we don't have enough room in our hand to double use that again. Bound Soul number 3. That's a Mark of Scorn. We could draw 2. But I kind of want to just draw another card here. Let's use that. Heal up a little bit more. Might as well double use this to get an entire board. Hopefully they don't. Well, even if they do have a way to clear out our board, it would probably use up most of their mana, which is a good thing for us. And we can just use. Oh no, we need to wait 2 turns to do Sire. Oh, that. Sire's up to 13. How do we want to do this? So Xy'mox is the riskier play, I think. We've only attacked twice. Man, that's actually kind of a shock. This deck usually attacks quite a bit. Oh, actually we can clear out everything. Do 2 damage there. Probably should have used our hero power, but oh well. Just go face, and hopefully they can't do 14 damage in a single turn. What are the chances, right? Reanimate dead. I mean, doesn't do it. I mean, they have a plenty of mana to do something. We might actually have to Sire next turn, because we do need to heal. Oh, Unleash fell. Interesting. Actually, we don't Sire here. We Jace to see if we can win. Okay, well, we're going to heal for quite a bit. That's actually pretty good. Do we want to get rid of the minion on board? I kind of want to get rid of the minion on board, but yeah, let's just do that. Because they could, in theory, buff it up, and that could be a big problem. We also knew they had the location, so we didn't want to deal with that next turn. Sire will probably be the way we'll finish off the game. Hexen doesn't do what you need it to do there. Fire the way. Let's toast to the victory. Okay, temporary game against Death Knight. Ooh, Relic isn't bad. Flanking maneuver in theory could be pretty good. Deal with the devil could also work. It depends on how, like, we're probably going to want cheaper removal, so we're going to get rid of everything besides the Relic. Come on, something cool. Shuffle 1, flanking strike, and get another. I guess it really did flank us there. Alright, somehow we just made our hand worse. Oh, I mean, that's a little bit useful. Go face. I think I was making the thumbnail in this game. Okay. We could use Chaos Strike to get rid of that archer. Let's see what... Oh, Fell Barrage. That would have been nice a second earlier, but okay. They're really digging from the deep here now, aren't they? Let's use one of... Let's use a Phantasm. The next turn we can use the other Phantasm if we really need to. Or we could just use the Relic of Extinction. I think we might actually need the other Phantasm. Or maybe not. Let's Relic our way to victory, or relish. I don't know. I'm just going to get rid of that. Not going to deal with it. This really doesn't tell me what they're up to. At first glance, this might look like Unholy, but Frost has become Unholy at this point. Ah, Iron Deep Trog. Well, we're just going to Trog our way to victory, I guess. Use Relic Vault, pop, and then, come on, hit the Trog. There we go. The Trog isn't that deep, it doesn't seem. And we can just finish off that. Could use some draw power, though. That is the one problem that we're facing right now. Oh, we did need the draw power. Now, do we use Deal with the Devil, or do we use Phantasms? Let's use Deal, and then attack into the 3-1, which is a weird card to actually include in a list, now that I'm thinking about it. Huh. Bit curious there. Curious indeed. Okay, Heart Strike, Plague Strike. Oh, wait, are they Rainbow? Please be Rainbow. Rainbow is so much fun. Definitely a deck that I'm going to have to revisit with the new legendary spell. There has to be some way to make that card work, especially if you can get doubles of it. Okay, let's Relic Vault, and then let's search through the dimensions for some treasure. Oh, that is some treasure right there. I mean, Bound Soul isn't really that useful here, but we can get rid of most of their minions. So then I kind of want to go with Xy'mox. Yeah, Xy'mox is probably what we should, because we do have minions on board. We could also go for the Jace, but Xy'mox in most cases right here is going to be more useful. Going for ETC might have also worked, just if we got a Unleash Fell. That's the only reason why I didn't go for it. And if they are Rainbow, I don't know necessarily what they're going to have in hand, so I don't really mind. Theatar is not really the easiest thing to use against Rainbow, just because you'd want to steal something like Marrowgar, but Marrowgar isn't like the strongest card in the world to try to steal from your opponent. Mark of the Scorn, okay. Let's pop this, kill that. Mark of the Scorn should hit there. Oh, Relic is nice. Let's draw a few more cards. I'll take a free deal with the devil, and don't mind if I do. The amount of draw power in the deck is why I originally considered Rivendare almost. But, oh, speaking of Marrowgar, that is not something I want to deal with. Okay, so how do we deal with Marrowgar? We have 9 mana next turn. Xy'mox might do it, actually. Oh, Relic Vault number 2. We don't have enough mana to use Relic Vault number 2, though. And I think this is the best way we can maybe clear out some of the board. Perfect. Oh, that's actually the exact order we needed to hit. Oh, good old Kurt Russ. We're going to actually live through this. And 2 more. Still have Marrowgar up, but these 6? Imagine building such a wide board just for it to get cleared out because your opponent got lucky with some relics. That arms dealer isn't going to deal much arms here. I don't think they can construct their way into a victory from here either. Alright, time for a game against Warrior. And this is our final boss into Legends, if I remember right. Okay, let's get rid of everything besides Fell Barrage. Oh, Relic of Extinction and a Relic Vault. Oh, this hand looks so good. Just gonna attack their face. Come on, don't be... Well, control would probably be the best. Maybe not. Oh, it's Enraged. Okay, that we can deal with. I actually want to make an Enrage Reno Warrior deck. I've been really trying to figure out a way to make Reno work, but now that we have ETC, we can run some duplicates in a Reno deck. Maybe that'll be Mondays. We'll see how I feel. There's enough of a Enrage Warrior support pool for you to be able to do Reno really easily. Could use Relic Vault. We don't gain enough attack there. Let's just go face. Hopefully they don't have a way to damage it. They could, but I'm just hoping they don't. Ooh, flanking maneuver. Let's flank our way to victory here. Trying to hold on to the relics as long as humanly possible. Crazed Wench. Members of Strength. Oh, Bound Soul. How do we want to do this? I think we want to grab ETC. We're probably not going to use ETC this turn, but we are going to use our 2 relics. This should clear out their entire board, I think, and we should be able to hit their face. I hope. Depending on where... Okay, good. I know that Phantasm might have been a little bit of a waste, but we did want to be able to clear everything out. ETC next turn to get Arcanus could be really nice. Allows us to clear out most of the... Oh, maybe not. Okay, how do we want to do this now? They're at... Oh, that's actually a really good top deck. That's actually really good for the following turn. We're going to get rid of Rakara because I don't want them to snowball. I don't care about taking the 5 damage. Just going to go face. I know we could have also used Unleash Fell there, but trying to be a little bit greedy with it. Okay. That does put it out of the range of where we need it for ETC, but we can clear out 2 of their minions and go face. They're in a top decking war with us, but I think our top decks are going to be consistently better. No matter what, we do have the ETC combo next turn. It also depends on what they put down. Wait, what? Okay, that's not a card that I expected to see someone actually run. And I don't understand why. Oh, I guess it does allow them to buff both things up. Kind of weird, but I guess it works. All right, let's use the ETC. Going for Silver Moon, because I don't need to steal anything out of their hand, and Sire is a little bit too late. That clears out most of the board, leaves up the 6-1, which is a bit annoying to deal with. But if they leave the 2-2 up and we somehow top deck something that could be used in combination, it would be funny. And we top deck something cool. I'm shocked they didn't actually go. Oh, they are aggro, so yeah, it's fine. We know they have a weapon in hand, which is why I really want to get rid of this minion. Let's just do that, and then we can finish them off next turn, probably. Or get pretty close to it. 3 cards in hand. They probably don't run any type of big AoEs to do 3 damage. Unless they have Shield Shatter, which... Oh, okay, they give up. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts with the deck. So, across the 40 games I played with the deck, I had a 67% win rate, which was incredibly good and even managed me to get into Legends, which is something I don't usually push for. I played so many games with the deck because I wanted to see what would be the perfect 3 cards to put into ETC. I did spend a few games just trolling, but to be honest, Rivendare never ever came up, and it turns out there's quite a few cards in No Minion Demon Hunter that do generate a lot of random tokens, thus allowing you to feed into Sire really easily. The main hurdle of trying to figure out which 3 cards to include is make sure you're not always going to pick one card. If you are, there's no point in running ETC. However, with these 3, I felt like I had a nice variety of different uses for each individual one. Silver Moon allowed me to heal up a lot better with Unleash Fel and have a nice AoE board clear. Theatar allowed me to maybe steal our opponent's win condition out of their hand, and then Sire acted as a 3rd win con in case we went very long into the game. Honestly speaking, I think this is one of the better homes for ETC, and it does showcase one of the clear strengths of the card. It allows you to get around deck building restrictions, which is really cool, making this an easy deck to recommend to you all. And like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.